it's been about a week since my last demo video was recorded here, and as you can see, I made a certain amount of progress on this this painting, this comic book cover that I'm working on. I hope you can hear me all right. The exhaust fan on my computer is kicked on. It's making a little more noise than I would like. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. It's as I'm recording this, it is the middle of August, and that's probably the reason why. My studio is actually pretty comfortable, pretty moderate temperature down here, but you know how computers are. Okay, going back to this thing here. I made some changes as I've gone along. Now, if you zoom in here, you can see that I made some modifications to this Dr. Nocturnal character as I worked on him. Just improving the lighting and the shading a little bit here and there. When I left off, I'd pretty much just done the face. The reason for that was that digital painting can be pretty time intensive. I didn't want these instructional videos to run like Gone with the Wind, where it's 3 hours long or anything like that. So you can see here, more detail has been added, a little more refinement. Of course, all the clothing is pretty much done now. I've added detail of the cape. You can see if I scroll down here, sort of a gold of the cape, and his flashy little shoes there. Try to get a really sort of shimmering quality of the cape with the sort of shiny purple that is going on in the photograph. The vest is a very sort of basic color, except for these areas here. Okay. After I finished the main character, I started working on these background pages with the group. Now remember that these are all on separate layers here. Okay. The reason for that is that allows me to move things around a bit and change them if I wish. As a matter of fact, from the original pencil sketch, these guys have moved a little bit. I positioned them back just a little bit further, just so the perspective looked a little bit better. Now I'm going to add to that a little bit. And you can see the detail on some of these background figures back here. This little group of friends. Probably the bigger challenge was just smaller details, like the head of the cane here and this guy's 6-shooter back here. I want to keep a fairly soft, sort of fun feel to it, because this is a comic book after all, and these are sort of comic relief. Right? And then there's the mummy's head here. This is just idea for a character that I have. Notice the lighting here again coming from below. Now, the main thing you probably noticed from previous sketches was that there were 2 other figures back here in the background. Okay. Now, what happens, and this is one of the nice things about working with figures and layers. What happened was once this thing started to flesh out in full color, as it were, the added figures were just too much. It was too busy. So I decided just to stick with just the mummy character. Now this is not at all complete, not at all what it's going to be like. It's supposed to be what it's going to be like when it's done. But I have to do some of what we call compositing right now. Okay, and that's adding a little bit of texture, a little bit of shadow, adjusting the sizes of these things a little bit, making sure I have it just the way I want, and then also adjusting the opacity of this figure here. Right now, this figure is the same opacity as all the other figures, and I don't want that. I want him to sort of look like he's emerging from the dark, sort of semi-transparent. Okay, and there's a special way we're going to do that. Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get a little sip of water on my cough. Okay, so let's let's go ahead and throw the title back in here. Okay, see how that's going to look. That's the logo that I created for this thing a while back. Really, well, I've got a few different versions of it. This one I really thought popped from the background. So that should be okay, like that. Notice all the stuff again on separate layers. The pencils are still here. Again, things have moved a little bit. I've moved stuff down a little bit so I have more room at the top for the title and all that stuff. When you work the way I do, you have to do that. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and put some texture in this foreground here. Okay, I've got this. This is just a, this came from Unsplash. This is a little rock sand texture. You can find this stuff very easily. And it's free to use. Okay, so I've went ahead and I've selected them all. You can see that by the dancing ants going around it. And I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Now back on my painting here, I'm going to click on this this backdrop here. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that. Okay. Now you see it's showing up in between our layers here. Okay. If you want, I can go ahead and turn the visibility off this stuff so you can see it better. But actually, in order to change this, I'm going to need to turn the visibility back on. Let's turn put the group back in here. Notice that I didn't paint the extra stuff I didn't need to. Document control right there. Now, what I'm going to do though is I need to put this little bit of texture in perspective, and there is a tool for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's just go up to transform, and actually no, let's just go with. I was going to just store using pre-transform, but I think I'll use the perspective tool. Okay? So, first off, let's move it down a little bit, straight down, and about to there. I'm going to zoom out just a touch, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull this out like that. And let's see, move it down just a little bit more. Let's go back up here for a second and click on transform scale to make this just a little bit bigger. I'm looking at the width here, and then I'm going to go back to transform perspective. Move these up a little bit. You can see what it's doing is making it's putting the ground plane in more of a perspective. Okay, more correct perspective. Go ahead and move this down just a little bit more. Right about there. See how that looks. Okay. That looks all right. Now, while we have this layer still selected, I think what I'm going to do here is change this up a little bit using my blending area here. Okay, so if you want to play around these, lighten, screen, color dodge, linear dodge, lighter color, overlay, soft light, hard light, vivid light, and light. That's a little too much. So you can play through with these things and just see what goes through. So far, going through these, I think that soft light probably works best. Does not really that noticeable, but you can still see if there's some texture there. It feels like there's something there. I think I'm also, well, I'm going to give this a little bit of a blur too. Let's go ahead and, let's see, let's just use a smart blur on that. Because what that'll do, it'll kind of smooth over the pixels and make it feel a bit more like it's a little bit more painted. Yeah, see the big difference that makes? Still there. Play around it and see what we've got. Take the radius down, put the radius up, and what that'll do is blur out some parts and not others. Play the threshold a little bit, and that'll add more or less detail. So if you just play around with these things, you can kind of get a feel for what you want. I'll try it right about there. That'll work. Just double checking the. All right. Now, next thing I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's go ahead and next thing I want to do is I need to add a little bit of shadow here. So let's just grab a couple of tools here and start putting those things in. What I need to do is I need to have a shadow being cast by these characters here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do before I do that, though, I'm going to take my layer 1 here, and I'm going to go ahead and merge that down to the backdrop layer. That's all part of one layer right now. Okay. So I got the woods here. I got the backdrop here. Okay. So they're composite together. Now let's go in here and figure out where our light source is coming from. Our light source is coming from over here in this area. Okay? That's the way it is the whole way. So that the shadow should be going off this way, over toward the left. Okay? Okay, so in order to make this shadow, what I'm going to do, I think I'll just stick with this backdrop layer here. Because when I make the shadow, if I use the correct tool, it will make its own layer. Okay? So let's go ahead and grab use the rectangle tool. I think that'll probably work. I want to make sure I'm on a layer that's underneath the main character cast the shadow right there. I'm going to set my fill color to black. Now I'll probably change that a little bit later. Okay, and then we're just going to start with a basic shape. Okay, just like that. Okay, and there we have just sort of a black square. Okay, now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and distort this. I'm going to take this rectangle. Notice that a new layer was created. And I'm going to kind of move this along. There. And that's why lessons on shadows and perspective. But what I can do here, once I have this kind of set up, is I can go from might work. I don't know if I want to have longer shadows. Yeah, something like that might work. Okay. See, that'll be the first one right there. And let's go ahead and apply that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do though, I like that shape all right. I think I'm going to use that as a basic guide. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my backup layer here. And then I'm going to create a new layer right there, directly underneath that rectangle. And take that rectangle and drop that down so it's just on a regular layer. I'm going to call this the shadow layer. Okay? And once I have that done, I'm going to take my pen tool, my painter, my paint brush here, make my brush a little bit bigger. I have a pretty small one there. It's all black on there. Go ahead and add a little bit more to it. Let's see, let's change one thing. Forgot, with the new version of Photoshop, you got to hold down the Shift key to constrain stuff, or to unconstrain stuff. But the default used to be the exact opposite. So, just a little bit flatter. Now, let's go ahead and do this the easy way. Let's take this, just select all, edit, copy, edit, paste. And we got another one of these things. There it is. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same one that I created earlier. And I'm going to kind of set that in place. Like that. Go ahead and take my, go back to there's my tool. Let's see if my eraser set on. That'll work. Okay. Use my eraser. Go ahead and paint it what I want. A little bit more there. And less right there. And I've got a shadow there off towards the background. And I should probably do something similar with these guys here. But the shadow's going to go too far back. So what we can do with that, let's see, let's go ahead and have a shadow layer. I'll take these shadows and knock the opacity down a bit. 50% about right. Then, same thing with these guys back here. I'm going to do a different technique this time. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, and this is going to be a little weird, so you want to follow me here. Let's turn the visibility off this stuff here. Okay? So what I'm doing. And I am going to grab from this group layer. Okay. See what I just did? I just grabbed everything but Okay. Now, okay, that's okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new layer here. And then I'm going to take my paint bucket, I'm just going to put right there, just like that. Okay? I'm going to deselect. I'm going to take this bunch right here. I'm going to put this right above the shadow layer. And then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this layer right here, okay, which is all these guys go in with that, okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what's on that layer, okay, and I'm going to, let's do another perspective transform. So, actually a perspective might not work. It might need to distort. Okay, so let's, yeah, we're going to have to distort. Okay, let's do that instead. Transform, distort. What we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to send this up, and silhouette up in the same direction. The trick when you're doing this is to get the feet to line up. You start distorting stuff and start throwing things out of whack. You got to be very careful that things still look the way they're supposed to. Now eventually it'll get so distorted enough that you won't really be able to tell what it looks like, you know, shadows and jazz. So a little bit further here, further there. Let's turn on the shadows. The doctor's not coming over there. So let's go back to this. And let's keep transforming. Work. That'll look like the same perspective basically as the doctor's tunnel shadow. Okay. Now it doesn't look like much, but actually that should work. Just enough to suggest it. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this and call this root shadow. And we're going to take this down to 50% as well. Just like the document. Okay. So there's two ways you can create shadows in your digital painting. You can either start with just basic shapes and distort those, or you can take the actual silhouette of the figures and distort those. Either one works just fine. You can see here, it actually it puts them in a perspective plane that I think works pretty well. Okay. All right. Now the next thing with this that I want to do is take care of this mummy guy back here. All right. I like the way the mummy turned out. I think he's pretty cool, but it's a little it's competing too much with these guys down here. So there is a thing we can do about that. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to my mummy layer, and I'm going to do a select all. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy that. So I've got the copy of the mummy on my clipboard right now. Just the way it is. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mummy and I'm going to take the opacity on him down a bit. Right about there. Okay? Alright. I can also deselect all that. Now, let's go ahead and what we're going to do is we're going to take this mummy and we're going to paste special, paste in place. Okay, now you're saying, okay, what did you do that for? You just took the mummy, copied them and then pasted them back in place again. Well, now I've got two copies of this mummy. One has lower opacity than the other, so I'm going to go ahead and throw everything up and reading it. Okay, and what I'm going to do with this, though, remember the opacity on this one's a lot lower. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to play around with the visibility of him. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eraser tool and make it really big. Okay, right now it's on soft ground, that's great. But I'm going to take up to, actually, that's not quite. Yeah, that ought to do it right about there. Take my eraser tool on Mummy 2 here, and I'm going to kind of gently go around the edges here. Okay, so what's happening is the mummy on the lower layer, the opacity is already lower. Okay, and I can take it lower if I want. I can take it down even further. And you can see here that the mummy in the foreground, the copy, is becoming a lot more prominent. Okay, so it's making that stand out. Okay, another trick you can do is to go ahead and not only playing the opacity of this thing, but playing with the blending as well. Okay, so this mummy layer that's on top, one trick I can do with that is do like a hard light. Now look at that. You know, that really brought out some of the colors. Okay, I'm not sold on that. I think it's kind of cool. I'm not really sure, but you know, play around with layers and see what you can come up with. So I can bring the opacity back up here a little bit if I want to with this. Really make the lighting more dramatic. I could just go all the way down with that and finish that like that there. That's a little too much. Like I said, if you want to play around with different blending tools, you can just kind of scroll through and then preview them for you. Some are really bright, some are darker. Overlay is not bad. Soft light, hard light, good light, and some are a lot brighter. Ooh, that's crazy looking. That doesn't really work though. So if you want to play around with these things, you know, by all means. I actually think that the hard light on the copy of that would work pretty well. I am going to take this back down a bit. About 35. Yeah, let's see how that looks with the title on there. Okay. Now, here's another thing that is really pretty cool about doing digital painting. Another thing that's really cool about digital painting, in my opinion, is that you can move stuff around and resize it. Say like in this case, go ahead and get off my eraser there. It's so huge. Let's just take the size back down to something normal. And anyway, so you want to rearrange some stuff. In this case, let's say I want to let's make the figures a little bit bigger. Okay. So for my final composition, I want to do something slightly different. I can take my, let's go ahead and take the shadow and group shadow and move these up a little bit. take a logo and move it like, let's say, here. Okay. Now that's a little bit too much. I think you wouldn't be able to read it, but it does let you play around with these things. In this case, too, I take the mummy layers there, and I would probably do a free transform on those as well. Make those bigger, right about there or so, and something like that. I could also, if I wanted to, I could take Dr. Nocturnal and just resize him, move him around or whatever. Okay. Now, I don't know that I especially want to do that. I was just saying that's something you can do. One of the conveniences of having different layers. Okay. We'll go ahead and pop these guys back down to there. Actually, I think I want to have the shadows right beneath the figures. Okay, so that's looking pretty cool. I kind of like that. I think I am going to take my mummy and make it a little bigger. Transform, because when we moved that stuff around, I thought it looked pretty cool, a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and do that. Can't move much too far today. I didn't finish painting the thing. Yeah, so let that probably work. Okay. Now, another thing. Another nice thing about working with different layers. Say like this group here. Okay, this guy is in the foreground. He's pretty bright. The group back here, though, if they seem a little bit bright, then maybe they ought to be a little bit darker. So, what I can do with that is I can adjust these elements separate from each other. So in this case, let's go ahead and take this group back here, and let's darken those up a little bit. So this whole group of people are getting a little bit darker. Now, if you want to, you can play around with contrast as well to keep it fairly vibrant. But the thing is with that, I don't want the vibrance to overtake the main character. Okay, so that right back where we start from. Make that a little bit darker. That's something about 20%. Now, there are other things you can adjust as well. If you want to do it through, like, with lightness and darkness, if you set, you can adjust that as well. But that's a little too much. Yeah. Actually, there. There we go. So there, just a little bit darker, as they would be in the background a little bit. Let's see. Let's go back to the shadow here. Just a little bit off, not bad. And that's a quick paint. Let's take our brush. Let's make it a little bit smaller. About a 15 that's going to work. And let's also make it just a little bit harder. Now I'm on this layer that is already, the opacity is already taken down a bit. So I can just I can just draw right on this. And basically what I'm doing is, when I made those distortions, kind of disconnected some of the feet from the shadows, and that's an easy fix. So all you gotta do is just go back in here and kind of reconnect them without a problem. That way there's a little bit of earlier. That was right there. Okay, I think that works now. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a very important thing right there. My TM is in black, which I don't want to have big. So, this is probably neither here nor there if you're not really into counters and all that. But what I'm going to do here is just basically switch out my TM. I got to have my TM there so I can claim trademark whenever I put this on like that, or I publish it, comment or anything like that. I need a very basic font. I think something like this Arial probably do. Use. Let's see. Well, yeah, with the will be a quick transform. So right there. I think that's that. There. That works. Okay, so I got my TM right there on top of my logo. I'm just going to take this TM that was there and just put that with my eraser. There, all gone. And then I can just take my TM file right there, do a quick control E, now it's merged as part of that layer. There I got my TM there. Last thing to do is down here, create a new layer. Want to sign your work. Okay. A lot of people forget to do that. So I'm going to take my brush here. Our brush, let's see, that is 6 points. That's probably about fine. Make sure my brush is set. There we go. And I think we're going to call it good. Once we, yeah, I think so. I'm going to get rid of my pencil layer. And then I'm going to go ahead and say save as. Now you notice that this is painting number 6. I think the last one I worked on was probably number 1 or 2. We're just going to call this finish. Save. Okay. And done. We're done. Okay? So, yeah, so this first project, fun little thing. Hopefully some of these blending tricks and little painting tricks will work for you. The thing is, just play around with it, okay? I find digital painting to be sort of a meditative thing, almost like regular painting. It's actually kind of fun. I'll sit here and just kind of dab away with stuff, and until I get something I like. It's kind of a fun thing. I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything with this silly little comic cover that I just created. Who knows? Maybe I'll come up with some actual story ideas and put them out on the web or publish them or something. I don't know. little idea for a story about a mummy. That's why I put a mummy in there. I think it's kind of fun, you know. I always like those kind of movies and stuff. Yeah, just have fun with it. See what it'll do. Okay. I will talk to you guys later.